Hi everyone, welcome to another video by Optionables. My name is Saket, and in this video we are going to look at what we can expect from the market for the upcoming week. So meanwhile we are also going to look at what exactly happened to the markets this week and also what happened to our trade. So first we'll be starting off by knowing what happened to the markets on Friday. So if you look at the markets on Friday, the markets more or less opened flat. And the surprising thing is, even though the market was completely flat, option premium on both sides, be it puts or calls, actually started to go up in the morning. And up till 9:30, 9:40, the option premium shot up both on the call side as well as put side, and then we saw a huge IV crash. So in the morning, VIX was up almost close to 5 to 6% and the premiums were rising, and then suddenly there was a crash in VIX, also in the option premiums, and market was totally flat up until 11 o'clock, 11:30. It was just trading around plus minus 20-30 points from 17,300. Then gradually over the course of 11:30 to 1 o'clock, we saw some steady buying coming in, where the markets went up from 17,300 all the way up till 17,380. So there was a 80-point jump in the market, and this movement came steadily. So while we thought that the markets might be stabilizing and we might expect some more stability in the market, that's when FIIs came in around 1:30 and started selling. The selling again was so severe that the markets actually fell from 17,380 all the way up till 17,250. So almost a crash of 130 points, which just came in matter of an hour. So this selling has been happening quite some time now. So even if you see the entire last week except for Wednesday, usually around 1:30, 2 o'clock is when FIIs enter and start to sell. So you can open the chart and look at the last 2 hours from Monday to Friday except Wednesday. So around 2 o'clock is the time when they actually come and press the sell button and the markets start to crash. So the VIX had come all the way down to negative 2%, and again it shot back up once the selling started coming in. Overall, the market had a complete V-shaped move and the selling did still persist. So surprisingly, Nifty was not down quite a lot of points. So it was just down around 20-30 points from the previous close. But when you actually look at the sectorial indices, except banking and metal, there is no other sector which actually ended in green. Most of the sectors, almost all the sectors, ended the day with red, whereas only banking and metal were able to gain slightly, and that too thanks to HDFC, which showed some relative strength. So overall, even though the market didn't fall much, the overall sentiment around is pretty negative, and we can see that quite evidently in the market breadth. So there are way more losers than gainers, and all the sectors are in red. So that will bring us to the next question of what exactly happened to our trade. So I'll be just showing you a quick glimpse of what exactly happened to our trade. Overall, we ended with a profit of 30,000, but this was including positional trade as well as intraday trade. With intraday trade, we had a small loss of 20,000, and with positional trade, we had a small profit of 50,000. So overall, it was more like a flat day or no profit, no loss day for us, because it was positive by 30,000, but that is not a significant number. So there is one more important learning what we can take from this, that is not losing lot of money in such volatile markets itself is equivalent to making some money. So I'll just be showing you a quick trade review. We won't spend a lot of time with this, because there were few key moments. While the market was shooting up in one direction, we had crossed a positive figure of 1 lakh. And while the market turned around and the selling started, we went to negative 80-90,000, but we were able to end the whole day with around 20,000 negative. So that will bring us to the next question, what we can expect from the market in the upcoming week. So to be honest, we can expect these uncertainties to continue. So still this Ukraine and Russia thing is not very sorted out. And if you see US markets, there the selling is even more severe. All the US stocks are beaten down quite badly. Along with that, there is also the elections which are coming up. So over the course of next few weeks, there are a lot of uncertainties around. First thing what we want to get sorted out is with the Ukraine as well as Russia tension which is going on. So then we have both the US GDP numbers as well as India's GDP numbers coming out this week. so on 24th as well as 28th. So even that will be some important data set. And surprisingly, there is a negative crossover, so what we call as a golden crossover in Nasdaq. So golden crossover is when a 50-day moving average breaks 200-day moving average. So we have seen a golden crossover on the downside in Nasdaq, and this is the first time we have seen such a crossover since the COVID crash. So usually they say that this crossover is quite negative and we can expect some downside from here. But it's end of the day technical analysis. If the sentiments turn around, so if there is some positive news flow coming in, and then obviously the market will start to shoot up. But right now the market has become more or less sell on rise market. So if you look at the markets right now, to be honest, the sentiment around is also quite bearish. You can't expect huge upside in the market now, and some downside also can't be ruled out. So if we look at the overall open interest picture as well as Nifty technicals, so there is a strong resistance coming in at 17,500 and a strong support coming in at 17,000 when you look at the OI as a whole. So 17,000 we have already witnessed markets taking support over there and bouncing back up. So market, even though is breaking 17,000 on a daily basis, it is not able to close below 17,000 on a weekly basis. The moment it is dipping below 17,000, immediately there is some strong buying which pushes up the market above 17,000. And 16,800 we don't even have to tell, so that has acted as a very strong support on the daily chart, and we can still expect market to come there, take some support and bounce back from the levels of 16,800. On the higher side, we have severe resistance at 17,500 as well as 17,600. Even if that is taken out, we still have resistance throughout at 17,800, 18,000 and so on. So upside, to be honest, right now looks pretty limited compared to the downside. So even if you look at SGX Nifty, it is indicating a negative start of around 150 points. So that can change tomorrow, but to be honest, the sentiments as such is not that great. So even if it opens a gap down of 80-90 points, I won't be surprised. So there are certain things what we have to look for is one, whether the things will start to settle down and we can expect some stability or not. And also, let's say you haven't invested in this rally and you want to start investing, maybe you can start adding some stocks to your portfolio, and this is a pretty good time, because if you look at the markets from September, markets has given no return. So market was around 16,800 in September, October time, and even now it is around 17,100, 200. For the last 6 months, the market has actually given no return. You can slowly start accumulating some quality names, and even we have done so in the past. And if the market falls further from here, again you can invest some more and average it out. So let's see what exactly we have in store for the next week. So for the upcoming week, I'll be mainly focusing on intraday trades, and I will have very little quantity for positional trade, because right now the volatility is very high, and also even though we are getting good premiums, I don't want to keep a lot of positional trade for next week, because again, if a huge gap up is there and then we adjust, the market comes back, it is going to create a whole mess of its own. So that's the reason, till the market stabilizes and VIX also comes down below 18, we'll go low on position for the positional trade, and we'll be doing intraday trades as usual. So with this, we also come to the end of this video as to what exactly we can expect from the market. So I am expecting the markets to trade in the range of 17,000 to 17,600 for this particular week, and upside I still feel is pretty limited, and in case if the market breaks 17,000, then we can expect some support at 16,800. So this is the broader view of the market what we have right now. So with this, we also come to the end of this video, and if you're liking the content on this channel, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video and subscribe to Optionables. Thank you so much for joining, guys.